All right, shalom, shalom. We are the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to thee, all the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. I'm the brother Shapaya.
Brother Hop.
All right, coming at you again with another quick little sit down. All right, a little in transit. We're just going to start off at Psalms 105 and break down the chapter. Go ahead. You start from the top.
Yeah, this is Psalms chapter 105, verse 1. It says, "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord Yahweh. Call upon his name. Make known his deeds among the people."
All right, which proves that we know the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. How are we going to call upon the names if we don't know it? All right? That would be stupid, man. All right? And it says what? Make his works known amongst, what did it say? Go ahead, read it again.
It says, "And make known his deeds among the people."
Right, and how are we doing that? By going out and prophesying, man. Telling them about the works that came. Get off my ass. Telling them about the works that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai did. All right? The works that he's going to do. All right, the prophecies, so on and so forth. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Whatever precepts you got out, bring them up.
This is start back in Psalms. This is Psalms 105, verse 2. "Sing unto him, sing songs unto him, talk ye of all his wondrous works."
All right, it says, talk ye of all his wonder works. So he, like Paul said, I have not, how did he say? I have not shunned
to declare unto you.
Yeah, I have not shunned to declare unto you all the works of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right? So we make it all known, the good, the bad, the ugly, the harsh, so on and so forth. It's our job, man. All right? Go ahead.
Also says, "I have not shunned to declare unto you the whole gospel."
Right, yeah, that's what it was. I have not shunned to you to declare the whole gospel. So same here, man. Well, we're going to tell you guys the ins and out. All right, according to the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which brings me to this. Salak al all Yahweh Kashal, Yahweh Shai, Babu Kushai, Babu Kushai. And that's just us praying to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to send the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai upon us, which is the spirit of prophecy, which is what we're doing. Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Psalms chapter 105, verse 3. It says, "Glory ye in his holy name. Let the heart of them rejoice that seek the Lord Yahweh."
Right, let the heart of them that rejoice that seek Yahweh. That's really, truly, that's only the elect, man. Because you niggas ain't seeking Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right? A lot of you niggas ain't truly seeking the Lord. Especially you niggas that call yourself Israelites, man. All right? Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, it says, "Seek the Lord Yahweh and his strength. Seek his face evermore. Remember his marvelous works."
It says, seek his face evermore. Hey, you better seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai while he may be found, man.
Right.
Then even after that, after you find Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, praise him, 10 times more, man. All right, because you can never go far enough, man. So that's why it's nothing for us to have the spirit on us to try to do at least 3 videos a day, man. At least 3 videos a day. At least 1. All right, because that's 7 videos a week. All right? Not to mention we do live shoots, in transits. Oh, man, just that spirit in general, man. You know? That fervent spirit. Go ahead.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
This is Acts chapter 18, verse 9. It says, "Then spake the Lord to Paul in the night by a vision, Be not afraid, but speak, and hold not thy peace. For I am with thee, and no man shall sit on thee to hurt thee. For I have much people in this city." Yeah, so we're supposed to speak on the works of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, on basically almost on a daily basis almost. That's our main conversation.
You see, he told Paul to go speak because in the city I got, much people, right? All right. Well, hey, Isaiah 58:1. Show this people their transgressions, man. All right. So we shouldn't be taking breaks on telling Jake they going off, because guess what? If we do, then Jake don't know they going off, which means Ezekiel 3, that blood is on our hands. So you gotta look at it this way. That's more blood we getting off our hands the more videos we do, you know? Go ahead.
This is verse 6. It says, "O ye seed of Abraham, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen."
Right. Hey, another cut. This was only for the seed of Abraham. Then it went to Jacob. More importantly, Israel, man. All right. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, man. All right. So that's who's supposed to be doing these things. Go ahead.
Here's the Lord Yahweh, our power. His judgments are on all the earth. He has remembered his covenant forever. The word which he commanded to 1,000 generations.
Ooh, the word that he commanded to 1,000 generations, man. Which is what? The law, statutes, and commandments. But within the law, statutes, and commandments, it's commanded that the prophets go out and teach. All right? Go ahead.
It says, which covenant he made with Abraham in his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant.
Same thing I just said. The law, statutes, commandments to those certain people that were named. All right? And also, hey, the promises, man. Because a part of that covenant is the promises. Okay? And that's only going to Israelites, man. Nobody else. If that's the case, if another nation can make it, then why is this written, man? All right? Because it's only going to them. That means the Lord, man, whatever, man. That means y'all making the Lord out to be a liar, man. Go ahead.
It says, and they were but a few men in number, very few, and strangers in it.
And that was talking about us. Because we used to be a small number, going back to the days of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. All right? But now look at us, man. So guess what? That promise was, was bestowed upon those certain men and to that whole nation that was going to come out of the men. All right? Go ahead.
Yeah, we one of the groups who teach that Edomites can't make it, man. But these other groups teach that don't nobody else get on.
All right.
Like, what the fuck? Pretty much right about now, man. All these groups pretty much teach that Edomites can make it, man. And it says, saying unto thee, will I give the land of Canaan the lot of your inheritance? It says, and they were but a few men in number, very few, and strangers in it. When they went from one nation to another, from one kingdom to another people, he suffered no man to do them wrong. He reproved kings for their sins.
Hey, he gave a whole nation for ransom. The Egyptians, man. All right? And he said he reproved kings for our sake. Hey, Babylon, Assyria, so on and so forth, man. All right? Lord did that just to show you Israelites that he cares and loves for you. Go ahead.
It says, saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm. Moreover, he called for a famine upon the land. And it says, do my prophets no harm, man. So that shows you that the Lord pretty much chose the Israelites to teach to one another, man. You know?
Yep. And that was the whole point. But guess what? They have done us harm. Old Jerusalem, thou that killeth the prophets. Hey, even till this day, y'all doing that. Whether y'all trying to crucify us spiritually or physically. It's the same shit. Go ahead.
It says, moreover, he called for a famine upon the land. He brake the whole staff of bread. he sent a man before them, even Joseph, who was sold for a servant, whose feet they hurt with fetters, he was laid in iron. So yeah, you gotta go through some shit for this truth, man.
Right, because it's just going back into the history of what happened to Joseph, man. In the beginning, the part of us being in Egypt, all right? Because he got what? Cast into slavery, end up going to Egypt, so on and so forth. You know the story, look it up. Go ahead.
He suffered wrongfully.
Right, he suffered wrongfully. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, whose feet they hurt with fetters, he was laid in iron, until the time.
All right, we back. I'll be reading and break it down because the brother got dropped off at work. But hey, work still continues. Verse 19, until the time that his word came, the word of Yahweh tried him. All right, and going back to verse 18, it says they hurt, whose feet they hurt with headers, they laid with iron, which means they put them in captivity and slavery. Right? Yeah, hold on, baby. Then it says, until the time that his word came, the word of Yahweh tried him. All right, so, hey, he got tried. What do you want, man? He got tried, man. Okay? Yeah. Get something to eat. Take your rub out. All right? Verse 20. The king sent him and loosed him, even the ruler of the people, and let him go free. He made him lord of his house, the ruler of all his substance. All right? To bind his princes with pleasure and to teach senators wisdom. All right, so hey, look at that. Joseph, hey, taught them. All right, hey, we read Josephus. It says basically Abraham taught them arithmetic about the stars, so on and so forth. And I believe, according to well, from my research, I believe that Pharaoh that Abraham was dealing with was Pharaoh Khufu. I could be mistaken, but you know, who gives a fuck? Fuck that Pharaoh. We just gonna worry about Abraham. But nonetheless, okay. It says verse 23. Hey, when Joseph taught the Egyptians a lot, he made them a great mighty nation after them years of famine, man. Okay? And it says what? Israel also came into Egypt. It says Israel also came into Egypt, right? His kinsmen. And Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham, which made us strangers there, right? A Goshen, you know. He turned their hearts, Salakia. He turned their, Salakia. It says, he turned their heart to hate his people and to deal subtlety with the servants, all right? Because after a while, you know, the Pharaoh that knew Joseph, basically, you know, they forgot about Joseph and they seen that Israel was increasing, so they decided to put him in captivity, right? Like I said, it gives you some brief history when you read over Psalms 105. All right, it says, he says, and he increased his people greatly and made them stronger than their enemies. It says, and he turned the heart to hate his people and to deal subtlety with his servants. He sent Moses, his servant, Aaron, whom he had chosen, to show his signs among them and wonders in the land of Ham. Which ironically, we just, you know, I'm gonna say about 3 to 4 weeks ago, you know, it was Passover. All right. And so, hey, and it's crazy because this is exactly what the story is going into, man. All right, verse 28. He said darkness and made it dark, and they rebelled not against his word. All right, he turned the waters into blood and slew the fish. So you got to imagine all the things that was going on in the land of Egypt during that time, man. All right, hey, that shit was crazy, man. You know? So imagine this go around. Okay? Imagine this go around. All right? All right, and it says, verse 30. It says, their land brought forth frogs in the abundance, in the chambers of their king, which was one of the curses. He spake, and there came diverse sorts of flies, all right, and lice in all their coasts, all right. Whew. Imagine that shit, man. You got flies, all sorts, different diverse flies at that, right? And those were different from the locusts, all right? You had that. You had, what else you had? You got, and he said lice. So can you imagine that? Shit, man. Shit was horrible for them, man. Okay, he says he gave them hail for rain and the flaming fire in their land. All right. Basically, hey, Yahweh Shem Yahshua fucked Egypt up, man. Now, I'm gonna continue, man. It says he smote their vines and their fig trees and brake their trees of all their coast. Okay, because that famine came. He spake, and the locusts came, and the caterpillars without numbers ate all the plants and stuff, right? And that's what I was saying. That this was different than the flies. He did eat, and it says, and did eat up all the herb in their land and devour the fruit of their ground. He smote all the firstborn in their land. What do you want? He smote all the firstborn in their land, and the chief of all their strength. He brought them forth with all. He brought them forth with silver and gold. And there was not one feeble person among the tribes. Because, hey, guess what? We sacked, so to speak, Egypt before we left. Egypt was glad when they departed, for the fear of them fell upon them. Right? And the people asked, and he bought quails and satisfied them with the bread of heaven. He opened a rock, and water gushed out and ran in a dry place like a river. Right? Which those are miracles that Yahweh Shem Yahshua did. But more importantly, hey, this was a representation of what Yahweh Shai was going to do, man. All right? That manna from heaven, all right? That chief cornerstone, that rock that was giving out the fountain of life, you know? Egypt was glad when they departed, for the fear of them fell upon them. He spread a cloud for a covering, a fire that giveth light by night, which was a UFO. All right. And it says, and people asked, and he brought quails and satisfied them with the bread of heaven. Okay. Verse 41. Yes, I skipped this verse. He opened the rock, and the water gushed out. They ran in the dry places like a river. All right. And it says what? Verse 42. And he remembered his holy promise and Abraham his servant, and gave them the land of the heathen and inherited the labor of the people. All right. That what? It says that they might observe his statutes and laws. Praise ye Yahweh. Say all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to thee, the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Bob, death to you 2/3, and death to you false prophet.